What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another episode here at Wicked Garage. Currently, I have my 2008 Chevy Silverado 2500 next to me or behind me. You can see there is no bed on it. Easy explanation, I am redoing almost everything on it. Not 100% restore, just sort of just spruce it up, make it look good. And obviously now that there's no bed on it, what are we doing? So we are going to be doing a flatbed, and this will be a nice skirted flatbed. I will probably do it color matched and do little red accents on everything. So it's going to be a really cool bed, and I'll show you the process of making it as I do it. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I just want to thank you in advance for your support, and thank everybody that's already supporting this channel for everything that they do, coming in, watching the videos, checking everything out, giving me feedback. I really appreciate it. So let's get into it. So I got three main brackets that bolted to the frame, and then I have 4-inch C-channel, and then all this is 3-inch channel. We cut out and sort of made everything that we needed to make out of the wheel wells today, out of the rear. You can see what's going on with the hitch. I'm keeping my old hitch, and I'm just like sort of mounting this whole back end onto there. This will obviously be welded more. Then I'm going to do a triangle and then go down on the angle and meet the step that comes out here, and then it's going to go up and over just like my last flatbed that I did. So I got the 3 button lights in the middle, and then these outer ones are actually going to be these strobe lights that are going to be mounted up and down. I got the switchbacks, or the red ones on the outside with the blinkers on the outside, and then the reverse lights on the middle. I have to trim up the floor a little bit. You can see it's a little bit longer and a little bit wider than it needs to be. I also have to trim out for around the headache rack, so I'm going to trim out around there so I can weld this all solid and get that all done. On the side, you can see I got a lot of lights that I got to drill out, and I just really want to make this look really cool. and lit up and really nice. So I might end up adding some down below. I don't know if that's going to be too much. Probably going to be too much. I can always add it down the line if I really wanted to, but I might just leave it be with the ones on the channel. Now the channel is sort of just for the lights and to protect them, and then it's, if I do any straps, I can actually put the hook on here and strap down something. I'll also have the recessed swivel D-rings, as you see here. I'll have 4 of them, so 1 in each corner, and these are really nice. And then what I do is I actually mount them from underneath and weld them on the top around here, and it just makes it really strong. But it should be enough for a small little, 6-foot bed. Same with this side. We got all the running lights going down the side, the flares on, and then we have the hole for the fill up. So I'm just gonna make one that goes in there, angle it up, and then just have the cap and everything, and everything's gonna be open. No reason to make a fuel door or make it more complicated than it needs to be. Pretty much the same thing I did on the other one. Other than that, you can see I got the headache rack done. Essentially, there is a gap over the middle. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do to fill the gap from the cab, like the top of the cab to the back. And it's just sort of like as I go type thing. But tomorrow I'm going to get this in so that that's all done, and then I'm going to take these off, plasma cut all what I need to off, and cut the slots out as well as the slots for this. And then we're pretty much going to take the bed off, finish up the bed, get that up high enough, and then get everything all welded, fully cleaned up, throw the top on, and pretty much get this ready to paint. What is happening, guys? It's the next day now. You can see I got the headache rack pretty much done and set up. Just everything had to get trimmed and modified and everything, so it took a little bit longer, but we got everything on. I did the gas filler mount and all that stuff, cut these out and got that all pretty much on there intact. Everything's tacked right now to a certain extent. This, I started welding. I'm probably going to stitch weld this all the way around and then seam seal it. Just too much heat to go in there and really like warp it and everything. Same up there, just sort of welded on the sides and then stitch welded. I did end up drilling out a hole up in there, put a rubber grommet in, and then now I can feed the wire down to the bottom and out the bottom. So I just got a cap up in here, which isn't a big deal. I got pieces cut out for that. So once that's cleaned up, I will do that, finish out the weld on that. And then you can see I actually have supports that are welded into the side. So what that allows is it makes that whole thing solid. It's not as flimsy as it was before. So it feels a lot, sturdier, and pretty much just 2-inch by 1/4-inch bar, and then just went on a slant and measured everything out so it all looked the same. Nothing too fancy. And then you can see we have the flares, have to get those welded as well as the sides. I'm going to stitch weld in here as well, and then seam seal everything else. What I have to add is I'm going to add some supports in between these runs right here, so it's not one long run. So I'll just put a few pieces of 3-inch channel, same here, a few pieces of 3-inch channel, and weld them in and call it a day on that. And then the last thing to do is to get the plasma cutter out and cut those and get them on to here tonight. So I'm gonna do the pieces first and then clean everything up. I already did, like I said, the supports, so this is all solid. And then pretty much finish up doing the stitch welding. Anything in here I'm gonna finish up so that it's easier right now to get in there. And then once I'm done with that, I'll grind off any weld that's on top and get that pretty much all flat so that we can put those on.